guys, welcome to the Ombudsman Radio Nigeria. My name is Lady Eunice, and you know how we do it every Thursdays, right? Where I bring you the top 5 trending YouTube movies for you to check out. But before we get right into the business, let's go on the short break, and when we get back, we will dive right into it. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. So on our number 5 we have none other than Mr. Lecturer. Yes, you heard me. This movie is going to take you to places. When I say places, imaginary places, because you might just see yourself in this situation. Here we have an amazing lecturer who is tall, cute. You know, students will always have an eye for their lecturers. Let's not even pretend about it. But this lecturer is a total sadist. Now he's asked to see through students who have their project to submit to him, or who are in the final year and are doing their project. But the deal breaker for him is, if you're not good, he is going to tell you straight up. He's not about to even filter anything and make you feel good about yourself, because he's wondering why you're in your final year and your brain is not on fire, because he is actually on fire. Now he has a student, because all of the students dropped from him, saying they cannot bear with him being their project supervisor. Now he has just one student to supervise, and she is another drama, another story entirely. She has to hustle to get her dreams. She has to hustle to pay school fees. She has to hustle to take care of her sick father, and a lot more to do. But trust me, she is doing her best to see that she goes through school and graduate with a very good result. Even if it's not even a good result, let her just at least graduate, because she believes that if she's done with school, better opportunities will come to her. But now the twist of the story is, this student is wondering why this lecturer doesn't smile, why he's not sweet, why he cannot just be nice for a second. And then a moment came where she had to go out there, to do what she didn't want to do, just so she could get money and pay for some of her bills that she needed to pay. And she was about to be raped by some street boys. Guess who came to her rescue? Yes, you got it right. Her lecturer. And above all, that man is something else. But now, let me not be a spoiler of this movie, because I would want you to go and check it out for yourself. So, on this movie, we have cast such as Frederick Leonard, we have Serena Martins, we have Sir Chris Okwarandu, we also have Jude Nolizadi, and also we have Jennifer Obudu. Check it out on number 5, Mr. Lecturer. Welcome back, guys. And on our number 4, we have Teacher Dorcas. This movie needs to be seen by everyone, not just because I was going to say teachers should actually see this movie, but not just teachers, parents, teachers, students should also engage this movie. And I think this movie is for every range. Every age group is allowed to see this movie. This is a story of a teacher who was transferred to a school to go handle an SS3 class who has become the terror and nightmare of a particular school. Yes. Now, this is a female who is asked to go handle SS3 students. We all know, we've all attended school. We know that when students in SS3 are bad, they are bad. When I mean everything you need to know, drugs, flirting, everything. They are not even interested in schooling. They are not interested in education. They are not interested in their future. All they're interested in is, I bet, let them just chase us out of the school and we are done. That is their mentality. But she is here to change the narrative, and trust me, she did an amazing job. And that's because of her own foundation that she had. Because she had a father who was there, or who is there, who listens, who is tight-fisted because he is a retired major. Now, she had a student who was at least, even if every egg is bad, we would definitely find one that is good. She was actually good to some extent. Now, this girl got pregnant, and her teacher thought to give her a pep talk, and then assisted by talking to her mother, who is a street fighter. Imagine that. Now, getting to the house to talk to her mother, it was something else, but God being so kind, she was able to achieve it. Going into the whole thing, we find out that teacher Dorcas also got pregnant at the end of the day out of wedlock. How can you face your student with things like this? How can you talk to them? But there was a competition. She had made up her mind to make sure that they win, even when she knew that these students were blockheaded. But trust me, like they say, a patient dog would always eat the fattest bone. Now on this movie, we have cast such as Bimbo Ademoye, Abdul Latif Adedimeji, we have Lasisi Eleno, we have Emma Ayalugu. On number 4, check out teacher Dorcas. Now on our number 3, we have To Love a Thief. This title says it all. Yes, it does says it all. Now we have two girls who are daughters of a police officer, and one of the daughter eventually has been praying to meet her soulmate. We always have expectation of what our soulmate should look or would be like. Now she fell in love with a guy who was robbing a store, and they bumped into each other. Now the crazy thing is, a robber never takes off his marks. But when you see that one person or that one missing part of you, you're definitely going to lose your mind and do the unexpected. Yes. Going deep into the movie, you're going to see where this criminal is so bent on the fact that this girl is going to be his woman. Now, he doesn't even know who the father of this girl is. These criminals have been on their father's top list of people he needs to hunt down and get off the street. Now, interestingly, how can you be a robber, but your future dream and ambition is to become a police officer? Make it make sense. Yes, he wants to become a police officer, but then he's not a bad robber, because who robs just to feed the less privileged? It doesn't make any sense. You're still a thief, brother. But eventually, let me not be a spoiler, like I would always say, he was, or like they say, love conquers all. Yeah, love conquers all, if it really does conquer all. But then love actually did conquer all in this movie, To Love a Thief. We have cast such as Sandra Okozua, we also have Clinton Joshua, we have Chisom, we have Uncle Sam, we have Ralph Okechukwu, and also we have Godwin Ikedirim. On number 3, check out To Love a Thief. Now let's go see our number 2. On the countdown, we have My Soulmate on number 2. Now we have a girl who is so beautiful, so endowed, who is just the child of her father and has been sent to the university, but the brain is not braining. Now she has to get a private tutor to see her through her educational struggle. But instead of focusing on her studies, she was focusing on the man, her tutor, who is supposed to come and help her. But the crazy thing here is that the tutor is already engaged in a relationship and so involved with his woman. But is he really engaged, and is the woman really engaged to him? No, she wasn't engaged or involved with him, because he had nothing really to offer, but she was the breadwinner of the relationship, and she didn't see herself settling for such. She just wanted him to do better, and even when he was trying, she still didn't see his efforts. Now, the twist of it is, at the end of the day, the tutor had to come out straight and tell this girl, look, if you make me lose this job when I'm trying to make ends meet and have the life I want to have with my girlfriend, there's going to be so much drama. Why not just focus on your education? And let's get the best out of the reason why I'm here to serve you. But you know, the love and the heart wants what it wants. You can't just help it. And it's so crazy because this girl kept on. Honestly, when you see genuine love, you would know and you can tell. there's a twist in this movie. And me, for one, I'm not going to be a spoiler to tell you what the twist is. Go check out My Soulmate. On this movie, we have cast such as Maurice Sam, we have Serena Martins, we have Jennifer Unwoguru, we also have Onye Kunarum, Emma, we have Taiwo Damilare. On number 2, My Soulmate. But before we go on this break, I want you to stay tuned because you know what the star of the moment is? Number 1. And number 1 would definitely get a drum roll. But before then, go check out number 2, My Soulmate. Welcome back, guys, on our number 1, drum rolls. So on number 1, we have nothing more than the most watched. Honestly, you need to check this movie out. We have Behind the Act. Imagine you acting a movie and still acting in the movie. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know, but it makes sense to me that I've seen the movie, and I'm sure it's going to make sense to you once you see this movie. Now, we have a very wealthy man. That one we tag the billionaire bachelor in the movie who has the money. He has it all: the looks, the money, the resources, the connection, name it. But one thing that every man would not want to lose wasn't there. He has the girls who were all about the money for him. Now he has to find love and find it right with the fact that he had a problem that needed attention. But I was wondering, let me not wonder. It is not about for me to wonder. It's not even in my duty to wonder. It is for all of us to wonder. Here he promised a woman who he was dating, and she was cheating on him, and he eventually got to find out that he was going to marry 3 women in a week. Which is very easy. Guy, you have the money. If you have the money, trust me, now women go succumb to you. Yes. So he was able to marry 3 women at a stretch in 1 week. One was educated, was in school, to become a doctor. One was a total illiterate, and the other one was educated but street girl. Imagine. Now let's see. Everyone would say, oh, the less educated one would decide to, like, oh, fine, since there's money, let me be more responsible so I can stay with my husband, not knowing that her head is not even there. Now, the twist and the interesting part of this movie is when they eventually found out that their husband cannot meet up with his responsibility as a man to help them to reproduce and also satisfy them in the other room. Crazy, right? But money answered all, so he thought, until he got to find out that in the 3 women he married, one wasn't about the money. She genuinely loved him and needed to connect with him to know what the problem is, which I'm going to let you find out which of the ladies was actually that lady. On this movie, we have cast such as Maurice Sam, we have Sonia Uche, we have Chinenye and Inebe. We also have Cherry Agba on number 1, Behind the Act. Check it out. Welcome back, guys, and here is where I have to draw the curtain. You guys know I don't want to do that, but I just have to. Now, before I leave, do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at Ombudsman Radio Nigeria, and on X at Public Complaints Commission Ombudsman Radio Nigeria. Do not forget to drop your comments on our WhatsApp number at 070-733-74504. I still remain your host, Eunice Denladi. Stay tuned.